All right, maybe just the calm before the next storm. Investors are bracing for more whiplash come Monday after suffering the worst back-to-back wild swings since January 2010. Worries growing that this is looking like a setup for a nasty bear market. Charles Payne has seen this kind of pattern before, says it usually doesn't end well. Explain, my friend.
Well, you look at all the trends, especially the GDP trend, and this is very eerie to the last quarters of 07 into 08, the same exact trends in GDP. So I think this quarter is going to be very pivotal. We could actually, if we don't go into the red, then maybe we've dodged the bullet, but it's going to be close.
Why? What worries you the most?
This is a vote of no confidence. Now, it's a vote of no confidence and to the point where people just aren't moving. And we've seen this, right? Banks are sitting on a lot of money. Corporations are sitting on a lot of, but so are people. The last report that came out about consumer income, we saw savings shoot from 5% to 5.4%. People are starting to batten down the hatches. And it has nothing to do with the debt ceiling debate. We're talking 0.4% growth in the first quarter. This has something to do with the larger element of just losing faith in the system itself, I think.
All right, but nevertheless, you were commenting on Fox Business Network that we haven't gotten beaten down in some of these sectors, stocks. So you were doing some bottom fishing. What groups are you looking at?
Agriculture, I absolutely love right now. For my retirement fund, for my employees, I bought some Cummins Engine. CMI is a stock that I love a lot. CF Industries, I like. And that was actually downgraded yesterday and still went up. Listen.
Why? Why those guys?
They have global tentacles. I'm betting on the rest of the world. I hate to say it.
The rest of the world kind of looks iffy. Europe is scrambling.
The Western empires look iffy. Portugal is now a suburb of Brazil, but it used to own Brazil. So the tables have turned. But if you look right now, I don't think anywhere at any time in history have this many emerging countries really been galloping this hard, and they want what we have. And I got to tell you, it's not just what they're doing and how they're growing. You look at the top 10 countries, top 5 countries with respect to where their 15-year-old kids are on education. China, number 1. South Korea is right there. America, 17 in reading, and that's our highest score. We're lower in science and math. And at the very bottom of all the developed countries, number 34, Greece. Number 32, Portugal, Spain. There's a reason for this that goes so deep. It's not just even about economic policy. It's about, I think what you saw in London probably exemplifies it most. We really basically, the Western world really basically got lazy, confident, arrogant, and now we're paying a heavy price for it.
You think we're going into a recession?
I think that we never came out of a recession for large swaths of the country. Listen, you've got over 6 million people who are permanently unemployed. They've been unemployed 6 months or longer. It's unlikely they're going to get a job or never a job that they had before, not paying that kind of salary. Those are lost souls. And listen, they'll become dependent on the government. You got a record amount of people on food stamps. So whether they technically say it's a recession or not, I, by the way, think they've called the last 3 recessions way too early. Before, they used to call a recession, and within a month and a half, unemployment would peak. In the last 3 recessions, unemployment has peaked at 12 months later. Now, I don't know what's going on there. They changed their metrics.
You're right about that.
Yeah, I don't understand. But it's great for the presidents and, for both parties. All presidents have been able to say, hey, I ended the recession. You didn't end the recession on Main Street. Maybe somebody with a calculator thinks you ended it. But regular people know that that's not the case.
All right, Charles. Thank you very much.
Neil.
Charles, I guess pain in the butt now. Jeez.
Trying to be fair and balanced.
All right, you are.